guys, we're trying to do a radio show. Guys, shush, we're on. You have stumbled across the Paranormal Party. That is where the paranormal and the party meet together on one big butt show. And we are your hosts, the Connor Sisters. And I'm Ashley. And I am Misty, and we're going to be your guides through this wonderful, crazy paranormal party. Welcome to the Paranormal Party. Yeehaw! Let's get this party started.
I tell you what, me and Ashley are so happy to be back on this paranormal party. We can stretch our paranormal legs and talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. And I hope you are hooked in, buckled in, and got them aluminum foil hats on for this slip sliding crazy ride with the Conner Sisters. I tell you what, guys, we are happy to be back. It has been probably a year since we've been on the air, hasn't it?
It has. It's been a while.
And I tell you what, we are excited to be on here. We are, we've taken time off, and people have probably wondered where the hell we've been. So let's introduce ourselves. Who are you, Ashley?
I am Ashley, part of the Connor Sisters.
Wow.
I can't remember what else I was going to say. I was like,
oh my God.
I looked like I was drunk. I was like,
oh God. Well, I tell you what, this is one time she isn't drunk, everybody.
It threw me off. I forgot,
Yeah, I think you forget we're doing a show. She's like on the internet.
Yeah. I'm on the internet. I'm just doing something else. I forgot how the hell I introduced myself.
Oh my God.
What we did is, I guess we joined a cult back in the day, and we turned spiritualism. So sometimes I'm half the Connor Sisters. I do tarot cards, I got a spiel for that. And then, when we did paranormal stuff, I had to be more professional around certain people. So then I got confused.
I could tell.
Who is this? Who are you?
I am Misty Connor. I'm half of the Connor Sisters. I'm ready to party all night long.
Whatever.
With the paranormal party.
Woo!
I am. What is that?
If you would have got
jet riding, limousine
no.
driving, whatever the hell. I am Ric Flair, reinformed, and a big plus size lady. That's what the fuck I am.
I think my new spirit animal is what is it? Randy Savage? Is that him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like that has came
Did
across,
putting the hat on help?
It made it.
Actually put a fedora on. I think she hasn't been on the radio in so long. She's like, I don't know what's happening.
I have seen pictures. You see animals all the time.
Yeah.
I have seen pictures of Randy Savage lately, and he's like, the cream will rise to the top. See? That's what I'm saying.
He passed years ago. You know that, right? Oh my God.
You told me on the air.
Oh my God. You didn't know that?
I forgot he died.
Oh God.
We're bringing it back. I love Slim Jims.
Shit, man.
Make me proud.
Oh my God.
I'm getting into burlesque, and I might need that fringe one day.
I'm telling you know what? I
even found a Miss What's-Her-Face doll at a discount outlet. What's her name?
I don't.
Miss Lady?
Oh, Miss Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth.
She ended up having an overdose with Lex Luger.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why don't you just stay positive on this goddamn show? I'm giving you some good stuff. You're like, they died.
They did.
You're like an old person.
You.
You're like a fucking old person. You're telling me when people die and everything.
What am I supposed to say?
Just let me live the dream and remember the good things they said.
Well,
don't be a Hulk Hogan.
Hulk,
he said the wrong thing at the wrong time.
I know he did, but he's still going, man. He is. Don't look at my teeth. She's making face.
I got something black in it.
I ate pumpernickel bread. Okay, pumpernickel.
It's stuck on your throat.
Okay, so what have you been into, Ashley? Seriously.
Well. Yeah.
God damn, Ashley.
That's hard. That's like going on a dating site and they ask you to tell you about yourself. I'm like, oh, well, when I was 5. No, I work at a machine shop now at nighttime.
I think they already know this part. I think they already know this part.
Did I do a show and I didn't fucking know?
I think so.
I
think we have. Yeah, man.
Well, surprise! I work at a machine shop.
Oh my God.
What's happening with you, Misty?
Well, I got a shop. I
think they already know that, Misty. They already know.
No, I got a job where Ashley works. Oh man, and it is something. We make heart parts and stuff in a machine shop. Every time we put something on Facebook,
Don't talk shit about where we make our bread.
where we make our bread.
I thought about it. I'm like.
Anyway, it's funny because actually I wasn't on Facebook. I am on Facebook now just for, and if anybody wants to know, I still don't have Messenger. So if you're sending me messages, you're not going to get any reply. Only replies you get is on our business pages, which is the Connor Sisters, Paranormal Party, the Southern Gypsies, things like that. So anyway, I am back on there. That's the good news. But anyway, before that, Ashley would just put embarrassing shit. So one day I was at work and some guy come to me and was like, so you got a tattoo on your ass, huh? And I'm like, how do you know this? He's like, your sister just posted it. I'm like, what the fuck are these people doing?
You gotta please the crowds.
Whatever, putting my ass out there doesn't. Anyway, so this is what we've been doing. We've been building the brand of the Southern Gypsies. That's where we've been. We have been doing a lot of things and stuff like that, which you'll hear a commercial about that in a little bit. But it's really, everybody knows that as you've been in the paranormal so long, then you start to develop these other gifts because you're closer to the veil. Then things happen and it catapults you more into it. So we ended up picking a tool so that we can help and advise people.
Showing
and that's
everybody
what
our third eye.
Yeah, that's what we do. So we are together with Holly Mullins. She is the healer. She also does the oracle cards and things like that. So at the end of this show, we will pull a card for you, by the way, as a parting card. But other than that, we also have started up, and we're going to start up a new show, which is called Witchy Women. And it's just embracing the witch sides, because as you become more spiritually, you evolve into other things, and people want to contain that as a witch. So, yes, Ashley.
You know, this has it made me think about it, but it has nothing to do with what you fucking said. You know, I've been addicted to this song, and it's Crimson and Clover.
I saw that.
I've been, addicted to it, and I've been listening to it over and over and over. And I actually found it off that Ted Bundy when Zac Efron was Ted Bundy or whatever.
Yeah.
He played it in the bar, and I loved it. I was like, oh, man, that's a pretty cool song. So I thought maybe it was a dirty one or something, because I'm really trying to figure out the lyrics. No. He just woke up one day and thought that was his two favorite things, so he put them together, Crimson and Clover, and made a psychedelic song about it.
Who, the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I tried to look it up. I was like, maybe it's like maybe it's like a mystery. Nope. That's what it is. It's a good song.
Well, that is pretty cool. All right, so what me and Ashley are going to do now is that we are going to go into some news. Some new news, Ashley. Have you got any?
I do, and I thought it was a good idea to squeak in some spiritual news. You
Good.
know, it is, it's really sad because, well, not sad, it's kind of odd that there's not, it's kind of like the paranormal just kind of stopped, man, a few years ago. When I tried to look up news, it's like they're not updating it. It's still the same things from the last time we did a show.
What, the paranormal news?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's a long damn time ago,
That's
people.
Crazy.
That's freaky, man. They were waiting for us to come back. Watch them do an article just now.
Bam!
Yeah.
Oh, they need news. Look at them. They're struggling over there. Now,
I do want to touch on something when you get done with a couple articles, Ashley, of hot topics in the paranormal right now. So when you get to that point, I really want to. There's a couple things like the Area 51. Did you get any news on that, by the way?
I didn't get any news on that because I'm just like all put out on it. Everybody wants to rate it, but goddamn, where were you years ago?
This is the thing. Okay, let's say I had an in-depth conversation with the dude recently about this, and he was like, "Look, man." When they what are they gonna if they come? He's like, there's this new weapons they have. Serious to goodness, that you point it at people and it's mass crowd controls, and they use it in the Middle East, and it gives off these waves that will make them physically sick. They might not be able to hear. It takes their inner ear away, which then these sons of bitches will be throwing up on everybody, and it really fucks them up. And he's like, all they got to do is just point something like that at them. They're done. They can't go any further. They
like
can't
a
get
Men in
now.
Black thing.
Yeah, kind of, but we're already there.
Listening. I was looking for my stuff.
We're already there. We already use this in crowd control over in the Middle East.
I got a conspiracy theory that's actually true that we try to do.
That
well,
you know
I
what?
Get to it in a minute.
I tell you what.
God damn it, we're in the news.
That's what I tell you what. That's actually what our show's on. So it's good you got the conspiracy theories.
That
Yeah.
was for I know.
Yeah. Oh,
God damn it. That's what I was going to talk about. That's why I stopped talking about
Okay.
it.
All right.
Okay.
So give the news.
Okay. Oscar Mayer's ice cream sandwiches include bits of candied hot dog meat.
What the fuck?
I told you there's not a lot of good paranormal
I
stuff.
got some.
You know what? Hold on. Oscar Mayer unveiled an ice cream dog sandwich. An ice cream sandwich which features bits of candied dog meat. Yeah. The meat purveyor Oscar Mayer is branching out into the dessert game with its latest product, ice cream sandwiches with hot dogs. Let's see. Ice cream sandwich inspired by hot dogs, features cookies as buns, contains bits of candy meat.
Cookies as buns, that's nice.
That's just eating an old cold weenie.
Actually, when it says bits of candy like weenies, it's not really weenies, it's just the candy that looks like the weenie.
No, it doesn't. It's flavored.
Candy.
You want to eat meat-flavored candy?
That's what you're talking about.
The announcement comes on the heels of a condiment company.
Yeah.
French's created a mustard-flavored ice cream that will be available in selected cities during the summer. So I guess you could put that on you. That's nasty.
Okay, so let's talk about, like,
I don't want to eat a cold weenie.
It's not. It's candy. It's candy.
God, I wish you'd get that out your tooth.
No, that adds to it. He's my friend.
It's candy. It's candy. I got no story.
Okay, well, tell the story real quick.
Surgeons removed 526 teeth from a young boy's mouth. They just kept on pulling that shit out.
That's fucking Baraka, man, right there.
Look at it. It's like continuous. That's like a creepypasta type thing, too. A message in a bottle turns up on Long Beach Islands after 47 years.
That's really sweet.
It's from a high school.
Oh, well, okay. So I got Haunt Jaunts, and the reason why I screenshotted this is because Paranormal Herald magazine. Now, okay, so let's talk about this, guys. So we all know that Pennhurst had a Paracon not too long ago. So, you know, everybody in the paranormal, it's just natural. As you're in the paranormal, you will see these events come up and stuff like that. And I can't remember what page it was on, because, you know, it could have been Instagram, it could have been Facebook, I don't know. But when I got back on Facebook, it was like I was just absorbing all this information around me. And one of the things was John Zaffis, and he was like, you know, it's really cool if I knew, like, he made a post, and he was like, you know, it's really cool when you get told that your cousin's there and you have to go over and introduce yourself for the first time or something like that. And then I noticed this other story came out. So the deal is this group came, supposedly, because as I start reading the comments, I was like, this is crazy. You know, you would think that he would know who his relatives were, right? So I started reading into it, and this group came. They had an Annabelle doll. They said it was the one, I guess, the original or one close to the original, and that their cousin was Johnny Zaffis. And when this happened at this con, he went over to them and introduced himself and said, I'm Johnny Zaffis. They didn't know who he was, nothing about that. So, of course, they got a big backlash. So much that this article goes... I'm not going to say their name because they've been fucked up enough, guys. Paranormal Herald Magazine .WorldPress. Paracon busts a Pennhurst Salon, blah, blah, blah. What it's saying is that this has gone above and beyond. This is in articles now. And I want you to think of if you were somebody who had a paranormal team. The guy says that whoever this was responsible for, he said this, he has been let go. Because I went to their page and they were deleting bad comments left and right. And then people were busting them out on that. I'm not saying that this is right, but could you imagine what rock they have to crawl underneath? I mean, this is bad. You're getting articles wrote about you now, and all they did was show up to a con and do what they thought was right, I guess. I'm assuming. I'm not saying it's right, but let's say you have a team member that's like, Johnny Zaffis is my cousin, and this is the real doll. You take them at word. If it's not if it's not the owners of the group. So you get this guy in your group, he says he's Johnny Zappa's cousin, and then he brings the doll that you assume would be the doll because this is, Zappa's cousin. And then you go to a Paracon, and you're